Hi guys, welcome back. I am Stu and this is Volcania for Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic. A dormant volcano is the setting of this coaster building challenge. Your objective: to finish building all 5 of the partially built roller coasters in this park, designing them to achieve excitement ratings of at least 6.7. Wow, so we've got something new then. We haven't come across a scenario like this before. Everyone up until now has been mainly guests and rating, or there's been a couple of park value, but this is the first one where we have to build coasters to a certain excitement, and they're also partially built. I'm gonna assume that we can't edit them. Yep, there you go. So we can't edit them. Can we edit the paths? Yes, we can. Okay, so before we look at the park in too greater detail, let's see what options we've got. We're free entry, so we're going to be charging for the rides. What rides do we have? We have a couple of transport rides, some gentle rides, plenty of coasters, some thrill rides, some water rides, and some shops. Okay, let's look at the money then. We've got a £15,000 loan. We can borrow a maximum of 20, so we haven't got a lot of money then. And considering we need to finish off 5 roller coasters with a fairly high excitement rating, we're going to need a lot more. I'm thinking we're going to need anywhere probably between 5 and 10,000 per roller coaster. So we're going to need a lot more money than we've got now. So the best thing for me to do then would be to build a normal park, as I would on any normal scenario, and then once I'm comfortable money wise, then I'm going to look at the roller coasters. So let's have a look then. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to no entry sign the path here just to keep the guests down this end of the park. Then I'll probably get rid of all the paths because I don't want them wandering up onto the top of the volcano, and I'm going to get rid of all the exit and entrance rides, and I'm going to build a path all the way round, and add some rides here, there and everywhere, and then that way then it'll give me a few advantages. Firstly, I'll be able to build the entrances and exits to the path wherever I want. So if I've got a path down this side, I can just build these entrance and exits straight down, connecting them up. That'll be quite easy. And secondly then, it'll give me a bit of a buff with the ride. So if I've got a ride here and pathing here, and I've got the coasters going over it, that'll give that coaster a bit of extra excitement. So that might make it a bit easier to build the coasters. So I think what I'll do then, I'm going to build the rides all around, and then after that then we can come back, we can review it, and then we can have a look at the coasters, see which ones we're going to start with first, and I think importantly as well, try and work out how we're going to do the video, because this is a bit of a different one. This is a new challenge, so it's we're going to have to approach it in a different way. It is October year 2, so I've been playing the game as normal, just building rides all around, paths all around. The only difference is, normally I try to balance rides with the prices so I don't take the guests' money too quickly. This park, I'm just charging them whatever I can get away with, because I don't care if I take their money and they have to leave, because all I'm interested in is making as much money as I can, so that when I start the roller coasters it makes it a lot easier. So at the moment we're taking high 6s every month, so we're getting a lot of money coming in. Once we open these roller coasters, then we'll start making a lot more. So let's have a look at the roller coasters then. So there's one here, this blue one, so a wild mouse, and this green one then, it's a looping coaster. So that makes it quite easier, because we haven't got to make a complete circuit with a looping coaster. We can just have it going off one way and then coming back through the station up to a tail and then back to the station. Wooden coaster, we've got an inverted coaster, And then we've got the suspended coaster. Let's turn everything off so we can see the rides better then. Right, okay. I think what I'm going to do then, I'm going to just build all 5 coasters as I see fit. Just try and get them to complete, and then what we'll do then is then we can review them one by one and see how far away we are from achieving the excitement ratings. I'd imagine on the first attempt I probably won't get a single one over the 6.7, but then that's where we need to look at the rides and see where we can redesign, if we can add elements to make it more exciting, or maybe even have them interacting with each other, so have them going through loops of each other's tracks, kind of like how this one, the station's going through a loop. Maybe we can have them going through other loops and things like that. So I'm going to crack on with building the roller coasters, and I'll see you in a bit for a review. One thing I will do though before testing is put every single one of them down to one train. That way then I haven't got to worry about them crashing into things, with the exception of the looping coaster. If I don't do a complete circuit of that, I'll have to watch that to make sure it doesn't fly off the edge or anything. But with all the others, I'll be doing complete circuits, and as long as there's only one train, I haven't got to watch them test. I can just crack on with the next one and then come back to it to review the test settings. So I'm going to carry on building. I'll see you in a bit. It is March year 4 and I have now completed all roller coasters. So I quickly discovered at the beginning of building that there's no point setting the looping coaster to launch, because there's such a long chain lift that once it's gone over that, it'll never return back to the station. So we did a complete circuit for that, and let's have a look. 7.12. So it may not have been quite that high when we begun, because we've since built all the other coasters, and every time it interacts with one of those coasters it gets a bit of a buff. After that then we worked on the wooden coaster, 9.23. My plan for this was just to have it running around the island, simply because I thought if I chuck enough money at it, it's probably going to be quite a high excitement, and it was. Plus also, if we've got it going around the island, then we can have it interacting with all the other roller coasters and give them a bit of a boost. After that then, what did we work on? I think we worked on this one here, and that's 6.66, which is 0.04 underneath the target. So we haven't passed the scenario yet. And then we've got this one, 6.88, so that's over the target, that's fine. And then over here then we've got the mouse, 7.96, so that's way over. So all we need to do then is have a play about with the suspended coaster just to see if there's anything we can do to boost it. So one thing we could try is maybe raising the chain lift. That might do it. Failing that, we'll just have a play about with the actual design of the track, see if we can get it to raise by just a tiny bit. Come on. Hopefully now we'll get some results in. Is it over or under 6.7? And the survey says come on. It's done it. Now what? Now what? Hey! Ding ding ding. Ooh, we've completed it. I'm not going to lie. That was probably the easiest scenario, and I think it's probably because we built a normal park first that we had a good amount of money plus. Because the thing is, the easiest way to build a roller coaster is just to chuck loads of money at it. If you can build a roller like this one, the wooden coaster, I mean look, there's a long straight bit where it does nothing because I'd got to this point and I just thought, oh, I'm just going to connect it up. So I just ran a long straight bit. All it does is go up and down all around. But yet 9.23, unbelievable. Just because we've chucked loads of money at it. I don't know. It's different. It's nice to have a different scenario, but I found the paths more challenging than the actual rides. Unlike, well, the pathing, I've just put it anywhere, similar to with the roller coasters. I've just put them anywhere. I haven't really given it much thought. I've just all I've done really is try to not make them too intense by having sort of lots of sweeping curves and gentle dips, with the exception of this one here, which has got, you know, 1 or 2 steep drops, but the rest of them, yeah, it's haven't really put much effort into the building, but we've passed it anyway. So that was Volcania. I am a bit confused really, because I figured it would be a lot more difficult than that, but it was, I think, yeah. So just build a park first, get lots of money in, and then chuck loads of money at the roller coasters, and you should do it no problem. Okay, so I am Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.